You're now entering the realm of self-amusement with the resident expert, Alex, okay? The self-amusement moron expert. Here's a couple of things that we need to establish straight away. Truths of the game. No amount of gaming the girl and things that you say is going to make her so attracted that she wants to fight. So, take the pressure off how good or how clever your verbal game needs to be. It's not like that. It's not like bang, 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 a few magical lines. Oh my God, that pickup line or that comeback or the way you beat that test was so good that the girl's just going to go home with you. It's not like that. What you actually need to make the shift towards is a longer, more consistent, funny flow of things to say. Okay, so I want to try to train you in how you can get access to a lot of funny things to say, either in your own language, German or whatever it might be, what you're listening, your language as you listen to this on the internet. So the best thing to know in the club is that as long as you're a man who's of value, and like I see you in the room, you all look a regular variation of normal. If you're normal, you can create a human interaction with a girl. It's called a relationship. And if you've got a relationship and it's like normal enough, then she's not too fussed about cruising out of the front door of the club with you at the end of the night. So you're normal, and she is cool with you, and you're going out of the front door, then you're gonna get the chick. Then you've got an option to get the chick. This is cold approach. You're not Schweinsteiger. You see some famous soccer player? What's his name? Schweinsteiger. Yeah, sorry. He destroyed us in the World Cup like 4 years ago. I'm like, fuck, that guy must get laid. And his name sounds like dick in German. Schwanz?
Pig.
It sounds like a pig. Okay, same thing. Well, there's a cultural misunderstanding. Fuck. Okay, so here's the thing. You can release the pressure and take the burden off your shoulders straight away. That it's not about how funny your game is, and that your self-amusement causes attraction. It's like when you've got self-amusement, when you're in a good state of what we call relaxed arousal, when you're internally aroused or self-aroused or self-amused, when you're self-amusing, then you're going to be emitting a kind of a glow, a kind of a bubbly, happy, easygoing, goofy glow. Okay, so you can picture it in your version of your own head right now. How have you looked or felt when you're in that bubbly, happy, easygoing, happy mindset? Like very childlike, very nothing to worry about mindset, and just like fucking schmetterlings are flying out of your mouth. I thought that was a great joke, actually. I was trying to, how can I work in schmetterling? No, because it's honestly, that's the best, the butterflies flying out of your mouth, just like, and it's like they're not, what is a butterfly? What is a schmetterling? It's just a happy little simple thing. And that's what self-amusement is. Not some elaborate NLP routine sequence or something like that. So you got to ask yourself, you got to start aiming for a longer, easier river of just bubbling bullshit instead of having very cool, clever game. So it means you're allowed to make a lot of mistakes. One drill, this is a really epic secret drill that I don't really describe to too many people because we never come up with it, but is a drill called party talk. Party talking. And what that is whatever you see in your mind, whatever you think or whatever you see in front of you, you just say it out loud. And if you can do that for like 60 seconds straight, all of a sudden things like fucking schmetterlings are going to fly out of your mouth. And you're like, oh, where did that rare little unit come from? That rare specimen. And that's where you're going to be funny. To have good self-amusement, you're actually just basically murmuring bullshit about 90% of the time, and 1 in 10 things that you say or come back with, that's going to be hilarious. And the best thing is, you're going to laugh at your own joke. You're going to think it's funny. Like, did I just say that? That's fucking hilarious. I'm not like, oh, how good's my joke? Ta-da! It's not like that. Imagine you're talking to the girl and you're like, girl, was my joke good? And I see some of you do it in field. A really great way to do this. I'll party talk and then I'll talk about the next one. It's called the gaze. The next move is called the gaze. And then you do the gaze. So instead of looking at the girl, to have your joke acknowledged and like evaluated and validated, you do the gaze. So you look into space. Your joke could be shit, but if you're laughing, do not look at her. do not look at the girl. So if I make a stupid joke and I'm not trying to please you, in this case as an audience, or in other cases as the girl, I'm just like gynecologist, or like my joke before, like schmetterling. Just like my mood and the fact that I'm pleased, it is infectious. It rubs off. And the girl's like, I can't control this guy. He's not doing this to please me or to get me. And the girl thinks there's plenty of space for me to be involved with this pickup as well, instead of being defensive toward your brilliant verbal game. The guys in the room here who go out like 4 or 5 times a week, you're probably very, very good verbally in German or Swedish or English or whatever you're gaming in. That's like not that hard to do. It's easy enough to say a lot of very, very clever game, but it's not about the content of your game. It's about how pleased and how amused with it are you. So if your goal is to get girls, which is the purpose of the seminar, and you're gaming the girl to cause a result, it's only going to make her defensive. It's kind of like you've got to game yourself and be, as we say, self-amused in order for her to be able to game you back as well. With self-amusement, you're actually putting the emphasis on yourself to inspire the girl to comply. Do you see the shift? So you want to be talking so much smack and having so much fun and not caring that you're not doing it on her, you're doing it for yourself, so much so that she's kind of drawn to you. It's kind of like peacocking. The peacock in the game is like to get these like not retarded, but like these crazy things on you to draw the girl's attention so she can start a conversation. But in nature, the peacock with the most like beautiful feathers, that gets the attention of the girls, and it's got to be the same here. So in verbal game, the way that we do it now in modern times, the peacock with the brightest feathers or the biggest load of bullshit flowing out of his mouth, he's going to be the one to draw the most attention and therefore pretty easily get compliance. So you don't want to direct it at people. You want to like offer your wares, okay? And it's kind of like a catch though, because you're going to be tested. When you've got good plumage, when you've got good game, when you've got good self-amusement, the girls are just going to test you. Is that your pickup line? Or I'll use a German girl accent. We have got a boyfriend. Is that your pickup line? Don't talk with us. Is that what it sounds like? Anyone heard those before? Yeah. It's like perfect, exactly. What else did they say? Can you give me another good example? Because I just want to harp on that. Come on, mates. What do the German girls say?
She would maybe say, I don't know you. Everywhere else in the world it's normal to speak to people you don't know. Here is not. You don't speak to people you don't know. I don't know you.
I don't know you. It's like, I went to a bar and I don't know you, therefore don't talk to me. Oh my God.
It's Germany.
It's Germany. You said it, not me. All right.
I don't have time right now.
I don't have time right now. We are having a girls' night. She is my girlfriend. Fuck off. I'm like I love them. I'm like, please, if you're going to give me a test, like make it something like decent girls. Come on. So when you're going to get all those things, and that's expected. But when you're doing it not to game them or to beat the tests, but to rouse up enough emotion and silliness that the girls become literally seduced by your good mood, drawn in. Seduction and inspiration are two kind of functionally similar things. So when you're having that much fun and they give you these silly tests like, we are having a girls' night, I'm like, fucking awesome. I will film you later. And they're like, what the fuck? Instead, that's a great comeback. That's a really great comeback. We are having girls' night. Or Fräulein Natten. Is that what you say? Fräulein Natten. Oh, it's sorry, really bad German accent. Self-amusement comes first and foremost from having control over yourself, like not trying to game the girls. That's the point that I'm trying to make here, because the focus is on you, not on the people around you. We'll go back to party talk, because party talk kind of works up to the gaze. Drink a little bit more water. If you're going into a bar and you feel a little bit anxious or nervous, and you have high standards on yourself as to how much you should approach or what you should do, just whatever you see, say it out of your mouth. Okay, just let it pop out. But, oh, there's a girl. That guy looks fucking stupid. Oh, these lights are kind of cool. My mobile phone has nice lights. Yeah, I like fucking mobile phones. Imagine Skype calling my mum from this bar right now. Oh, look at your shoes, are so pretty. Oh my God, the corner of your fucking hips are hot. Next thing you know, you've approached a girl, you're saying your hips look so hot. She's like, what? I'm like, what? Here's the magic of it that you can implement right now is that when you're doing party talk, and I guess I can't believe I never really articulated this before. I do it on Bootcamp privately, but never publicly like this. All of a sudden, shit's going to be popping out of your mouth that you never expected, okay? So I'm going to try to get a volunteer. By volunteer, I mean I'm choosing you because you already did a bootcamp. I'm going to get you to come and try to do some party talk, okay? Right now? In a minute, in just a moment. Now, theoretically, you're Dutch or German? Yeah, okay. I was just wondering because we did it in Frankfurt. Anyway, sorry. It's like anyway, I won't make that joke. Theoretically, after like 45 to 60 seconds, something will pop out of your mouth that you never expected. You're like, what am I fucking thinking? And actually, my brain works this way. There's another drill, I'll go over this one a little bit later, called the free non-association game. This is another great skill for developing self-amusement, allowing things to just pop out of your mouth. Basically, my brain is like a 3D printer that produces random objects from the history and the present times in the world. Some abstract objects like ghosts, and some real objects like play horses. So, with if you gave me like a topic to free non-associate right now, I can think of 5 like things completely unrelated that I can't see and that haven't been on topic right now. So, somebody give me one topic. Boom. What is it? Holocaust. Oh, okay. Easy. Water slide, Egyptian pyramids, Marilyn Monroe dancing on the heat vent, bungee jumping in New Zealand, and then Richard Branson's space program. It's like, whoa, completely random things. Holocaust was easy, actually, because that's like a negative emotion, so I can go to like positive emotions. Okay, we're going to do the party talk exercise with you. But what you need to know about the party talk exercise, if you do go out meeting men in the inner circle, you can go online, meet a man, meet him in person, go out together. It's funny because like you did very, very well. But you should. We go out, we meet girls, we're there for one another, winging, organising logistics, and screening. That's how you want to say it. But when you go out with a wingman, say, okay, party talk, you're on. Be the alpha male in the relationship right now, and I'll listen. And once you'll feel yourself getting into that flow pretty quickly. So, mate, come on up. We're going to test your party talk. I kind of did it, yeah? All right. So, I'm going to just shut up for a second. So, you've got about 60 seconds. And we'll want to get to the point where you're just saying shit that you didn't expect.
Just say shit? Okay, I didn't expect like stand here. There's water. It's laughing. It's funny. I don't even think it's funny. I'm fucking hungry. I want some Dunkin' Donuts right now. I don't know why. Damn, coffee would be awesome. I drink like 12 coffees a day because of the sleep and it's horrible. Does any of you guys study? That sucks. 3 days in a row, so after the weekend on vacation. Damn, it's gonna be a long night. But Berlin, man, drugs, party. I don't even take drugs, so why am I saying this? But a beer would be great. I just drank like Berliner Pilsner today. I think it's called like this. I don't know. I asked some Berlin guy. He just told me to get it, so I got it. It's pretty good. Berlin is cheap. I came from Berlin. Damn, it was in Munich last week.
Okay, this is good. Well done. Good. Have a seat. Good stuff. See, now, it's kind of funny, right? Like, about, we'll say like, maybe like 8 out of 9 things he was saying were just like point, and then like random, not even a random connection, but it took a new turn, and took a new turn. And just the fact that you're holding court can make others laugh, because it's a stream of consciousness and a big window into your personality. And sometimes when you giggle at your own things that you say, that's going to spread to others. So the more you do it, the more potent and emotional and the more it's going to vary that it's going to be. So that's called party talk. So imagine, I'll do it again, just for an exercise. If I go into a bar, I'll do party talk like an approach on a girl, okay? And usually it's good because the first 20 or 30 seconds will be rather regular, rather normal. Like it's not going to be some pre-contrived pickup line that's going to control, like the interaction that you want to get the girl. Because if you do a pickup line that is like planned, it's not fun, and it puts you up here, but you can only go down here afterwards. But if you go in kind of chill, with a lot of your conversation was just then, like having a good day, studying, I feel like a beer, I drink too much coffee, and then you kind of flow on with it. After a good amount of time, then your good game will come out. Because when you make the approach, you want to relax the people that you talk to and make them think that you're normal. You actually don't want to be attractive in the first 1 minute. Attractive. You don't want to be good at game in the first minute. In the first minute, you only want people to not be scared, to not be defensive, and to not be overwhelmed. If you can do that, then they'll open up. But if your game is too like, oi, boom, look at me, game, okay? And like there's some nervous, like embarrassed laughs in the room. So like looking around. It's very, very hard to sustain, and people will be amused by you but not attracted to you. They'll also be very defensive and a little bit evasive. Like he's ballsy, but he's out of his mind, okay? Whereas I want them to think of you, what they think of me, is like he's normal. What is he thinking? Why isn't he making a move on me? I know he can, but why not? So if I'm going to go and approach a group of girls, and I imagine like some like random fictitious girls right here in the front of the audience, I'm like, hey, how you going? Pretty good day, pretty good weather. You heard me saying when I came in, like good weather, what a great day for weather. Yeah, some good buildings over here. Some like Soviet bloc kind of things, pretty nice. Imagine like a ghost in the Soviet bloc. I'm like, what's your number, Heidi? What's your name's Heidi? Okay, nice to meet you. And there's no elevators in Australia. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. Elevator to Pussy Town. Sorry, what's your name? And it's just gonna flow like this. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nothing, you're boring. I have to do all the work here. What's your name? Let me shut up for a minute and it's on to you. So you will normally, in your own mind, because we're all socially conditioned, start with the who are you, where are you from, what do you do? But realize that that's just a ramp to fun, your own fun, because you're gonna run out of things to say in your own like repertoire of game. Who here? Here's a fucking obvious question. Who runs out of things to say in set? Durr. And now, the resolution when you run out of things to say is not this action of derp, simple, or anything. Okay, basically it's quite good because if you come up with some stupid topic like ghost porn in the Soviet bloc with the Schmetterling, the girl, you see like how deeply happy I am with like bringing the Schmetterling back into it. You guys are like, you're a fucking idiot. The girl, like in kind of in the same way that some of you may be looking at me skeptically right now, which is, I don't really care. The girl is going to be like, what are you talking about? Ghost porn. This is not good. That's a great test. Every time a girl tests you, that's when the flirting begins. You can think of it. Have anybody here seen porn? Probably yes. Every time the girl tests you, that's literally like her making one circular motion on the labia, okay? The sexual organs of the girl. So if you go up and you're, hi, where are you from? Nice to meet you. You're very well dressed tonight. Oh, cool. You come here often? Awesome. Ghost porn. And the girl's gonna be like, what in the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, oh, yeah. Just visions of the future. I'm like, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I was possessed. Not my fault. It was the party talk. Blame Alex, the guy in the black polo over there. And she's going to be like, you are crazy. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. I am. What's your name? What's your phone number? What are you doing on Valentine's Day in 2018? It's like, I'm not going with you. I'm like, that's cool. We got time to plan, go to counseling, work out our differences. So by you hitting the stupidity, you'll laugh. And you're kind of like this, the infinite well of information, a siphon of flow of language. And it's got such a good flow that it's only going to react outwards or influence the girl. And she's not going to be able to like backwards siphon, like backwards change the reactivity. So she's not then going to get you reacting because you start ready just to flow and flow and flow and flow and flow. So next time when you run out of things to say, just let the shit come out. Very much what you did there. Munich, drugs, you want a beer. I mean, I actually always go to the same topics as well. I feel like a beer. I like coffee. I'm kind of tired. You're so pretty all the time. And then My own mouth goes on an adventure of its own. Okay? One other thing that I like talking about, another line is good, is it's worked very, very well recently. Anything with a sexual connotation that's not completely aggressive is a very good type of joke. So if you say, I can make the alphabet on your tongue in like several languages, and let me show you like the Spanish alphabet, like A, B, that's what's called a faux pas in French, which is like a little mistake, but not a big mistake, not the thing you're going to get a bad test for. The thing is, with self-amusement, you get these things called passive tests. A passive test is good because the girl's going to be like, you're crazy, you can't say that, we're having a girls' night. And that's not a big deal of a test. That's going to give you something to work with and bounce back and forward with. It's basically a fun debating tournament. There's another category of tests called aggressive tests, where you really need to back the fuck up. So an aggressive test is when you go in too aggressive or too physical and the friend's literally ripping you away or saying, get the fuck out of here, or like yelling no. And that can happen as well because what you might be finding if the girls don't like you, you overcompensate to try to get better reactions from the girl by being more intense yourself. Then you get the aggressive tests. So really, if you're getting these passive tests by you being a moron or silly or immature, that's going to create a very sustainable glow in yourself. Okay, so here's the couple of drills. Like I said, the gaze. When you make a joke that you think is funny, and it doesn't need to be the best comedy either. Some of you guys were giggling at our volunteers like chit chat a moment ago. That's good. That's awesome. Have you ever read in a men's magazine when a girl says, I like a guy who can make me laugh? That's what that means. Just a guy who's not afraid or not too self-conscious to walk away when things get awkward. For you to break the ice in the awkwardness by saying something dumb, by letting whatever happens happen. Schmetterling, ghost porn, okay? Because like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, every man can dream, woman. And when the girl starts talking to you, it's even better. If you think you're running out of things to say, the girl's tests are going to tee you up with better things to say. So instead of you needing to have a clever game, the truth is we don't go in, the guys who are the best at this, we don't go in with a game plan. We go in ready to engage things that don't quite work. So when I approach the girl, another really fun, good game or drill that you can bring into your repertoire is called, what stupid shit will people say next? Okay? So what you do is you walk up to a girl in the nightclub, in a bar or whatever. Maybe you're like going to go in a corridor and you find yourself face to face and you just kind of stand and look at her. And she's going to be like, "Mah, mah, mah, mah." And you just look like expecting her to say something, kind of like condescending a little bit, like you should be more intelligent than this. So the look would be like, she's like, what? I'm like, what? Like, I thought you were going to say something. And she's like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm like, well, are you lacking in intelligence? And then she is going to start teeing you up with things to work with in a kind of a pseudo fun argument that you can smile all the while, because you'll feel that she's reacting to you, and that's when you should feel really kind of good that you're creating a good little circle of flirtation. So that game again is called, what stupid shit will people say next? And for those of you who are doing a lot of aggressive approaches and you're trying to game the girl with good work ethic, as you mentioned before, if you're trying to make it happen so hard and fast, by not working it and only working, like responding to her reactions, then you're going to set up a new train of thought that creates very long interactions because you're patient and persistent and continually kind of expressing yourself rather than my game's so good she wants to fuck. Because it doesn't work that way in cold approach. Your game can't be that good. The other one is called the free non-association game. I'm going to bring somebody up here on the spot and try to see how they do that as well. Who here speaks English as their first language? Aha, shouldn't have put your hand up, should you? Because you're going to have to do it now. I'm going to give you a topic real quick. You can come up if you want. Bring him up. Put the pressure on our gentleman over here with the fedora. Now with the free non-association game, you're not allowed to say anything that you can see in your view, and by the way, I blur your face over any internet stuff. Nothing that's in view and nothing that I've mentioned recently. So the topic that I'm going to give you is
Nothing in the topic also.
nothing from my topic or anything you can see or I've recently talked about. I'm going to give you a really hard one. There's going to be 5 non-associated things. I could do it, but could you? Ready? His topic is people.
Elephants. Salt water. Wah! This is an easy one. Trees.
You can see them. Fail. Keep going. Go 3 more.
Airplanes. People go in airplanes.
It was a bit iffy, yeah.
Gerbils.
Okay. It's kind of related to elephants as an animal, but yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Alrighty, who wants to try to give me a hard one? I'll give you an example of it. Think of a topic that we can non-associate.
Women.
Women? Yeah. The periodic table of the elements, magnesium in there. A TV show called, the movie The Fast and the Furious is really good as well. The history, the French Revolution is very, very good. An asphalt road, I can't actually see one in view, which is good. My brain was thinking about the tiles, the solar panel tiles that's on the internet all the time. And then the next thing would be, even I'm struggling for one now, aerodynamics. There you go. So it can be done, but good try. You got 3 out of 5, but you see how it's hard. Cool. Go, have a seat. Good. Now why, this guy, and a lot of you in the room are probably more intelligent than me. Probably, I guarantee you're more intelligent than me than a person, but my brain is tuned in holistically, not in a linear sense. And because I'm trained that way, it's just like searching in a tree instead of searching in direct lines and causalities. So you've got to really switch your brain on to do these types of things to get this kind of emotional flow. And then what's going to be happening in the nightclub is that you start laughing more and being more lighthearted. So the vision that I want you to have is just basically talking this big package of rubbish that could take any direction at any time. It even goes slightly deeper than that as well, because you want to be switching all the topics around, and sometimes you want to be stupid and silly and goofy. But even then, whoever's felt like the girls didn't take you seriously because you're being too stupid, being too immature? Absolutely. Well, when you're good at that, when you realize that when you got a bit of experience in game, you realize, oh shit, I'm tilting towards being too silly right now. I need to tilt back towards the serious stuff. Where are you from? What do you do? How do you know your friends? The other good thing is, whoever felt like they got caught in a logical conversation? Yeah, obviously, right? These are all problems. There's the world of logic and rapport and respect, which a girl needs, and a world of self-amusement and humor and her reacting to you that you need as well. But you basically got to feel yourself swaying from one to the other. If you feel like you're too boring, you can just notice that and throw the spanner out there. So if you ask the girl, if your brain's not switched on early on in the night, and you feel this bad feeling fuck, I'm being so fucking boring. And don't be as hard on yourself as I know that you're being. You're not as boring as you think. It's regular by the girl's standards. By you thinking that you're boring, she's going to be so much more harder on you. And it's going to be this very negative effect. I think I'm boring. The girl agrees because she's buying into your frame because you're a guy, she's a girl. And you're going to walk away with your tail between your legs, and that sucks. If I find myself being too boring, my go-to topic is lingerie, because it's also a faux pas, okay? So if I'm, where are you from? What are you doing? What do you do for a job? Oh, cool, have you been traveling? And I feel just kind of flat. Imagine having sex with this girl. Cool. What is the sexiest color of lingerie that you think that you look good in? It's what? What? I'm oh, sorry, just, I'm an artist, so I like these things. And the thing is this, when you throw yourself in the deep end, and this is not being truly aggressive, calling the girl a bitch or a dog or a slut or anything like that. It's nowhere near as aggressive as that. But the girl's going to be that's inappropriate to say lingerie in the middle of a a conversation. If she's like beta male categorizing you and you throw out something that's kind of alpha or lighthearted or party guy, she's going to be like, you can't do that, and boom, you've got yourself a set. Then it starts to become fun. It's like, oh, actually, I can, and I just did. And I was thinking about what bottoms are you wearing as well. And she's like, what? You can't say that. I'm like, I'm thinking about it too. And she's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, that's not even fucking English. Doesn't matter when it comes to sex. And so you start it for yourself, but it's almost like literally jumping off this bungee and hoping that the rope is going to catch you. And you're going to bounce back, but then it's going to kind of equalize and everything's going to be good. But you got to throw yourself in there with these non-sequitur, random types of things. At one stage, I had this whole massive list of like faux pas topics. Things like the lingerie, those kind of naughty things that you should say. Also like the girls having lesbian sex and us filming it if they're having a girls' night. And they were kind of like my go-tos. And then from there, you never know where the conversation is going to take you. So I guess to kind of conclude it and tie all those things together, you do want to sometimes do drills when you're out there in the nightclub. But you can do the drills with the girls as kind of set-up interactions for later on. So when I go to the club, I'm usually just kind of like letting my mouth flow. Whatever comes out, great. And I'll find new jokes. My current jokes that I like at the moment is like Schmetterling and something else. Andere Hälfte and bessere Hälfte. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, very good, Alex. Good German. So I'm just, Jager min andere Hälfte, mein andere Hälfte. So that's going to be pretty funny for me this weekend. Getting into a horse battle with Hans to win the girl over. And then free non-associating. So I'm going to try to get my brain going in random topics. So I'm going to feel that kind of like random unpredictability coming out of me. And the idea is early on in the night when the girls are feeling that terrible dynamic of being approached anxiety. You know, as you feel approach anxiety, the girls are also feeling being approached anxiety. So they're going to be super defensive. It's like revealed a new dynamic that was always there. Yeah, being approach anxiety. So if you can do some of these drills with the girls, the party talk, free non-association, and including things like the gaze, by deliberately not letting yourself look at them to see how they're reacting, then that's really good. You're going to warm up, and I guarantee your interactions are usually going to end with the girl walking away. She's going, he is so stupid. What, like this girl in Austria, what does she say? You're so stupid. Yeah, you're Australian, you're so stupid. Can I have your number? Let's make business. Yeah, so they're going to be like, you're so stupid, you're an idiot, you're not funny. And then eventually they're going to walk away. But what's going to be brilliant is as the night goes on, every other fucking Dr. Evil guy in the nightclub creeping around with his drink on his chest is going to make you look amazing. Because you're going to basically mentally masturbate yourself into a place of like happy-go-lucky childlike pleasure. And you're going to have this big, awesome smile on your face. And when it comes to like who leaves with who at the end of the night, because remember, you can't pick up a girl in the nightclub, who leaves with who at the end of the night, you're going to be there with a big smile on your face. And you're like, andere Hälfte, ghost porn. Let's go get some food. Schweinsachse. I fucking love the Schweinsachse. And she's going to be like, you're so stupid. Where are we going to go? And then away you go. That's flirting. The girl doesn't like you, but she's heavily aroused by you. She's living in reaction to you. It's good as well. I had this issue because when I was learning game, in the very beginning, back in Brisbane, I would try to like go to the gym, save money, drive a nice car, be like kind of charming. But I realized that I had to be more of an idiot so the girl wouldn't take me seriously. So the more that I talked about wanting to get drunk and wanting to spend all of my money at the casino, of course I don't do these things. I mean, you can see I've quit drinking. I don't gamble anymore, except for like, last time was like 5 months ago. It was fun in Vegas, good. By talking about these stupid, irresponsible things, you clearly cast an idea in the girl's mind that she's not going to take you seriously, that you're not a serious person. For the pickup in a nightclub, in a bar, you want the girl, if you want attraction and sex, you want the girl to think, he is not serious. I would never have to worry about him crying to get me back because he's too busy trying to get drunk and chase more girls. then she's more likely to have sex with you because you don't want to be like what we call the provider frame. So that's why you need, especially here in Central European culture, it goes for German, Dutch, Polish, Danish. The Scandinavians are way worse. They're like fucking suppressed, fucked up. But here it's just very, very controlled and not very logical. But you need to be silly, and the girls are going to be like, he's always eventful. There's always something going on with that guy. He's interesting. He's engaging. He's stupid. I don't feel stupid or inferior around, they won't feel stupid or inferior around you as a guy because you're stupider than them, at least in the social space. At work on Monday with your finances, with your budget, with the way that you conduct yourself with your friends and family, you can be the fucking boss. You can be elite, you can be amazing. But in the bar, you actually kind of want them to feel like they've got it more under control. Otherwise, they feel inferior. You know, some of you guys don't approach girls because you feel inferior to the chick. Some girls literally won't have sex with guys like or like me as well, even because they're like, I hope these guys like me. No, I'm not confident enough to hang out with that guy. Seriously. And if you as Central European guys are feeling that, what do you think the girls are feeling? Dude, I've seen Mädchen. You know this movie about orgasming on a bike? They're clearly out of their fucking minds. Okay, I'm going to insert a little clip about the girl like riding the bike. Like, this is like one of the most epic movies ever. Have you all seen Mädchen? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Mädchen.
I got it. Mädchen. Have you all seen Mädchen? Quick show of hands. Like, I want to just see how popular it is. Oh, it's basically about, it's like American Pie for German girls. Yeah, if you're American, get some other guys to like spell it out to you. And it's like they're actually truly inside of their head. And it's very frustrating because all of the work that you're pouring in to your social skills, you should actually be pouring in to more like a social freedom and versatility and flexibility. So you can just have a lot of fun, be free, be expressive, and not be apologetic about being silly. It's kind of cool when you break the ice with immaturity, then the girls are far more open and they allow themselves to be immature as well. Have any of you ever seen a girl naked in person? Hopefully, right? Did you notice a whole fuckload of weird bruises around the top, like the bottom of their thighs? Yeah. You seen the bruises on their thighs? Do you know why that is? Why they have bruises on their thighs? I'll show you. Because, I'm probably going to break this table, but that. Because they bump into tables. Seriously. Because girls are silly and sweet and goofy. And all this like hardcore alpha masculine game needs to be self-amused. Needs to be you need to have that nice, fun, lighthearted, self-amusing side, which is very, very goofy. Is there some way to translate into German? Goofy?
Albern.
What is it?
Albern.
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 Albern. Isn't that like a train? I don't know, the Bahn, the Hofbahn, U-Bahn, I don't know. Albern. So it makes everything a lot easier. And you want to be kind of breaking the ice for yourself as well. I'm sure you get the idea now. Any questions pertaining to this idea of self-amusement? So basically, to paraphrase, and just correct me if I'm not quite right here, but you're saying, when I'm going out and being the talking shit, dancing monkey, I feel fake and incongruent, and I'm not into that.
And it's not imperfect, because you freak others out.
Pardon me?
You could freak other people out.
You shouldn't, because it should be like...
I don't want to.
Yeah, okay, great point. So it actually really, I feel like it really captures the feeling of the culture. I'm not into being silly. I'm not into being something that I'm not, which is what you said. Great question. This is not, by you being silly in a nightclub, it doesn't define who you are. What you are is a physical thing. These are expressions of yourself. For example, if you get a tattoo, does the tattoo physically make you who and what you are? No, it's an expression of yourself. Even though that tattoo could take many different forms. That's the same with the way that we express ourselves in the bar. So, it's not true that that's who you become, okay? The truth is, everyone that I've seen in the world who goes through this evolution, and I've been doing it since 2007, at this stage, it's 8 years. Okay, combined like 8 years almost. And everyone gets to this point where they don't think that anymore. They don't think that they're a dancing monkey. Instead of thinking dancing monkey's bad, they think, I'm not a dancing monkey. I'm got my life so under control and so chill that I like being silly, having fun, and letting off steam. And so the guys, it's fucking brilliant. Guys who get that, guys who've gone all the way in pickup, who like to have fun, not as a dancing monkey, but to self-amuse. Because dancing monkey is to please and amuse others. Dancing monkey looks at the girls. Self-amusement is gazing in the distance, like, fuck, I'm so clever. This is fun. I'm showing everyone a good time. And the guys who are self-amusing, we look at guys in the mindset of that question and we're like, thank you very much for buying these girls drinks and making it easy for me. I'm glad, bro, that you're not into that because I'm getting laid and you're not. But have fun not being into that. The truth is, it's kind of like a social conditioning control that, you know, in life, university, parents, government, social group, they say I should be serious. Well, it's just control. So you're under control, you don't think as much, and everything like is under control. But if you add a bit of that lack of control, your friends will question you, your mom and dad will question you, your school will question you, girls will test you, but you'll get laid and you'll actually be more fun. You'll be more fun for everyone. So it's weird because here's one guy who gets laid a lot and has it recorded on camera, is telling you. We're all going to say that, but everyone else in the entire world is saying not to. Well, that's why we're here in this seminar now, to get that, you know, the part of your life that's good with girls. What do you think will happen if you embrace the dancing monkey? And not dancing monkey, but then the self-amusement. You'll have more fun, but it won't take away from your seriousness. Think, suit and tie, university, school, work, resumes, fucking killing it. Like Suits or Ari Gold from Entourage, 150 hours of the week. And then for 7 or 8 hours of the week, I'm like, boom, party! Yeah, I'm a fucking schmetterling, ghost porn. And you're smiling, you're letting off steam the right way. It's really, really bad because what I see is if you don't let off steam, if you don't, think of it as letting off steam, not, I'm a dancing monkey. Like, it's not like that at all. Think of it as letting off steam and sharing that with the girls, because us as gentlemen provide that good time for the chicks. The girls are like, I hope the guys are having fun so we can have fun. Girls don't start the party, guys start the party. And if you're going to stand there like, I'm not into having a bit of fun. I love the German accent, right? Then the girl's like, well, it's not so fun here, but at least we can stand around in circles like penguins. Like and then I'm going to, hold on. Then the guys who are cool are going to swoop in. The thing is, you might want to say, I'm not like this all the time. I've got 3 hours to go nuts, and then I've got to be serious. So let's make the most of this. By day, I study, and I work hard. I'm fucking over that right now. I just studied like 10 hours a day for the last 3 weeks. Fuck that. I'm sorry I'm an idiot. Hope you forgive me. I really like you. You're really pretty. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Okay, I know one day you'll be my girlfriend, but you hate me. Durr, I really like you. Let's party. Grab the girl like that, and then act like it's a whisking. It's seduction. It's taking over in a good way. We can't be that all day, every day. If you want to be the future president of, where the fuck are we? Germany. Okay. I was going to say Berlin, but of Germany.
We have a chancellor.
A chancellor, yeah, Merkel. Well, formerly Merkel. Yeah, the chancellor of Germany. As a kid, you're going to have fun and fuck around and be completely stupid, for sure. And you're going to enjoy your youth, but that's not going to define you for the rest of your life. So let it go and have fun, but don't then do it like 7 nights of the week or all day, every day. As humans, we'll find the perfect balance is once in a while we let off steam because we worked hard and we earned it, not because we're like a clown. So if you work hard all week, go to the gym, do your finances, balance your macros and that kind of shit, let off steam, perfect. And that's what a girl wants. And I was kind of like an immature guy at the time. I was like the immature, like dancing monkey type. And then when I started getting serious in life, my fun guy was still there. So for everyone who's good at this, especially from Germanic cultures and even Scandinavian cultures, bring